ever feel like cars these days are practically smartphones on wheels? I
Mm.
mean, gone are the days of like just popping in a cassette tape, you know, and calling it a day.
Right.
Now it's all touch screens and Bluetooth and
Yeah.
like enough computing power
Yeah.
to rival my laptop, which got me thinking, who are the people? Who are the masterminds behind installing
Yeah.
and like wrangling all this tech?
You're talking about vehicle electronics installers.
Oh.
Let me tell you, it's not just about slapping in stereos anymore.
Oh, really?
We're talking about like the wizards behind the curtain of, you know, advanced infotainment systems, GPS navigation, even safety features like lane departure warnings, adaptive cruise control.
So it's not even just about knowing like which wire goes where. It's like understanding the nervous system of these
Yeah.
increasingly complex machines. This RoleCatcher career guide I was looking at, it mentions installing, examining, troubleshooting. It seems like they need a serious blend of hands-on skill
Yeah.
and just good old-fashioned problem solving.
Absolutely. Think about it. You're dealing with intricate wiring diagrams, often in the cramped confines of a car's dashboard. One wrong connection and the whole system could short out.
Oh, wow.
It's like delicate surgery.
Hmm.
But instead of a scalpel, you've got a soldering iron.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this is a career path that's more than meets the eye. But with all this talk about automation and robots replacing jobs,
Yeah.
this one feels surprisingly future-proof.
And there's data to back that up. This RoleCatcher guide actually projects 8% job growth in this field through 2029.
Wow.
You see. While robots might be taking over some assembly lines, the intricate specialized work of a vehicle electronics installer, that still requires a human touch.
Yeah.
For now, at
What
least.
for now?
Right.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But let's say like someone listening is now intrigued by this career path. What does it actually take to become like a successful vehicle electronics installer?
We touched on one key ingredient already, problem solving. Imagine. Like a frustrated driver comes in, convinced their fancy new navigation system is possessed or something. You're the one who needs to. Like, decipher their complaints.
Right.
And then dive into the car's electronics to figure out,
Yeah.
is it a loose connection, a software glitch, or maybe just a matter of like
Oh.
explaining the user manual a little bit better.
Yeah, I could see how patience and clear communication would be super crucial there, especially when you're dealing with people who are probably already stressed out about their car troubles.
Exactly.
So it's not even just about being like a tech whiz. You got to be a bit of a people person too.
Precisely.
Huh.
The RoleCatcher guides highlight the importance of both hard skills and soft skills in this field. You need that mechanical aptitude to work comfortably in tight spaces using tools like drills and routers with precision.
Yeah.
But you also need that customer service mindset,
Right.
the ability to explain complex technical issues in a way that
your grandparents
got understand.
It's making me think of those old detective shows where they hold up like a tangled mess of wires and they're like, we got a real puzzle on our hands.
Right.
Except in this case, it's more like, we got a tangled mess of wires in your dashboard. How about a cup of coffee while we sort this out?
That's a great analogy. And just like a detective relies on their wits, vehicle electronics installers need a deep understanding of electronics. They're looking at wiring diagrams, not fingerprints, but both require that sharp eye for detail.
Yeah, for sure.
For instance, a single wire out of place on a diagram could mean the difference between a perfectly functioning sound system and a blown fuse.
Wow. Talk about pressure. It makes you realize that those certifications that this RoleCatcher guy keeps mentioning, those aren't just for show.
Right.
You were saying ASE and MESLT.
Exactly.
What do those actually tell? Like a potential employer
Right.
about someone's skills?
Give her a signal that
Yeah.
you're not just an enthusiast who tinkers in their garage on the weekends. You've met industry-recognized standards for knowledge and skill. It's like that good housekeeping seal of approval, but for car electronics.
So it gives the customer that peace of mind, knowing that their car is in capable hands.
Exactly. They know you've got the know-how to handle their vehicle's increasingly sophisticated technology.
Speaking of which, this field is changing faster than a sports car on the Autobahn.
It really is.
This RoleCatcher guide talks about the importance of continuous learning. What does that look like in practice?
Well, for starters, you're not just installing tech. You're becoming a student of it.
Right.
Think about attending industry events, maybe even those big tech conferences where they unveil the newest gadgets.
Oh, wow.
You could be rubbing shoulders with the engineers who design the very systems that you'll be installing.
That's incredible. Like you're going back to school, but instead of textbooks, it's circuit boards.
Yeah,
And
the
like
latest and greatest gadgets.
Exactly. And just imagine the satisfaction of like
Yeah.
being ahead of the curve. You're not just keeping up with the latest car tech, you're mastering it. So, okay, you've spent years honing your skills.
Yeah.
You're diving into wiring diagrams like they're treasure maps. What's next? Where can this career path actually take you?
That's the beauty of this field. It's not a dead end at all.
Okay.
You might start as an assistant, learning the ropes from a seasoned installer. Then, as your skills grow, you could become a junior installer, like tackling installations on your own.
I bet that feeling of completing your first solo installation, that's got to feel amazing.
Oh, absolutely. It's a real confidence booster. From there, you can become a senior installer, maybe even leading projects or training newcomers, sharing your hard-won expertise.
So there's a mentorship aspect to it, too. That's really cool.
Definitely. And for those with a real knack for leadership, moving into a lead installer role, like managing a team, becomes a real possibility. Or you could even climb the ladder to supervisor or manager positions, overseeing entire departments.
Wow. I never would guess that there was such a management track within this field.
Oh,
It really shows like how valuable those technical skills become as you gain more experience.
absolutely. Plus, think about the problem-solving abilities you develop in this line of work.
Right.
Those are gold in any management position.
Makes sense. But let's be real for a second. Job hunting can be a daunting process, especially in a field that's as specialized as this. That's where I think RoleCatcher comes in, with its suite of tools. It's like having a digital career coach in your corner.
It really is. Remember those integrated job boards we talked about?
Yeah.
No more. Endless scrolling through. Generic job sites. RoleCatcher pulls in. Relevant openings from multiple sources. It makes your search so much more efficient.
Yeah, it's like having a personal headhunter, but without the hefty price tag.
Exactly.
And what about that CV analysis feature? That one still blows my mind.
It's a game changer. The platform actually scores your CV against the specific job postings you're interested in, and it identifies any areas where you might need to beef up your qualifications.
Oh, wow. So you're not just sending out resumes into the void, hoping for the best. You're strategically tailoring your application to each opportunity.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
And then there's the AI interview prep. Imagine getting feedback on your interview answers from an AI that's analyzed thousands of successful interviews.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Right.
But it's real. It's here to help you ace those interviews.
It's all about giving you that extra edge, helping you present your best self, and showcase your passion for the field.
So we've journeyed from the nitty-gritty of wiring diagrams to the strategic world of job hunting, all thanks to the fascinating world of vehicle electronics installation.
It's a constantly evolving field, demanding both technical prowess and a knack for problem solving.
And as technology continues to advance, the demand for skilled professionals in this field is only going to skyrocket.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Which begs the question, where do you see yourself in this electrifying future? It's a future, ripe with possibilities. Maybe you're the one installing cutting-edge autonomous driving systems. Or perhaps you're leading a team of installers. Shaping the future of automotive technology. The road is wide open.
It really is.
The key is to take that first step, explore the resources we mentioned, like RoleCatcher, and never stop learning. Your dream career might just be a deep dive away.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. We hope you found it insightful and maybe even a little inspiring. Until next time, keep those engines revving and those career aspirations soaring.